Hey guys, Dan here, and the Xbox press conference just wrapped up like not too long ago, and I have to say it was a pretty good conference. I liked it, I enjoyed it, and it did have some good games, but one did stand out, and that was Dragon Ball FighterZ, which we talked about earlier today, and surprisingly enough, we got gameplay like I thought there would be, and we got to see the 6 characters in action. We had Goku, we had Vegeta, we had Frieza, Gohan, Cell, and Majin Buu. And one of the nice things is something that I was hoping for is we get to see them transform in the trailer, which probably means that we will get some sort of transformations going on in game. We did see Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 1, etc. With Gohan, I think he's just stuck in Super Saiyan 2. We got to see a bunch of things which I think are going to be the destroyed, which is the ultimate techniques or whatever. We had the father-son Kamehameha with Gohan and Goku, and then we had, you know, just some other things. Goku doing Kamehameha when he was Super Saiyan 3. We got to see some flashy animations with Frieza's death ball and everything. So I kind of think that they are going to carry over the destroyed mechanic from Guilty Gear into it with that. What is interesting to me though is that they are on Unreal Engine 4, and for people who know Xrd, it was made entirely on Unreal Engine 3, and I think this is kind of like a stipulation between Namco and Arc System Works. You know, Namco has been using Unreal Engine 4 on a lot of their newer games, so that was probably one of the requirements. Which, surprising to see, they were able to shift everything over to the new engine, and it looks fantastic. The game looks great, and, you know, just like, it looks good. If you looked at Revelator, if you looked at Guilty Gear as a whole, and you look at this game, they both look fantastic. It's doing the same thing that they do with Guilty Gear, and, like I said in my previous videos, don't expect a lot of characters. I think that maybe they have hired on more people. I do know that they had some job listing stuff. If they got more people on board, then that means we can see more characters in the future. When the game comes out in early 2018, we'll see a lot more, hopefully a lot more than the 16 to 18 that I predicted, maybe 20, you know. The characters do take a while. I already kind of explained that, linked the video about that and everything, so I won't talk too much more about it, but game looks great. I like the 3v3 mechanic we have, basically Marvel assists. There were characters on screen doing assists and all this crazy stuff in the game. It looks like a versus series game just with Dragon Ball, and it's being made by Arc System Works. It's like one of the best things ever created, and I really can't wait to play it. We also got some info from Bandai Namco EU, the European branch, that there is going to be a closed beta by the end of the summer, and ArcSys, please stop. You're going for Capcom's throat right now. They're trying to put out MVCI. Come on. Just stop. For real though, it is surprising to see that we're going to be getting a demo, but I think we should go down and like look at the trailer a little bit. I have it loaded up over here. I'm just going to switch it over, and we're going to look at the trailer. I'm not reacting to it. I've already seen the trailer. I thought it was a fantastic trailer. It kind of sucks that it's in 30 frames, so it'll look weird, but I think it's important that we kind of like look through the trailer, see some kind of Dragon Ball-y things. So I'm just going to play through the trailer. I'm going to turn the volume down just because, you know. So we do see some like the fantastic animation to begin with. As you can see, this is totally the Xrd style of their shading. As you can see, only parts like around here are being shaded, and that is their lighting engine at work here. It's really nice. But the game looks just amazing. I'm watching this. This is the actual official trailer that's 1080p. And we're getting to see the actual trailer in super high def. And it looks fantastic. It looks like Guilty Gear. And you can see some of the intros there. And at first I didn't realize this part, but that is a reference to the original openings of Dragon Ball Z, the original opening. But here we have a I think we're going to be getting some sort of, I assume that's how the game is going to start out each match, or at least the first round is a clash. But we do have the quick teleports, and this is going by really fast, but let's go back. It looks like they start off with clashes, and then we get fight. And what's cool here is that we have some, it looks like we got some Guilty Gear-ish things going on. So, you know, there's a special right there. And then right here, we actually have some cool environmental interactions in this part. We get some Kai blasts that are deflected, which it's nice to see that ported over from other games where you can reflect certain projectiles and stuff, and they actually interact with the background environment, like the background, which is really, really cool. And then we have these big launches from the Budokai series. What looks like big launches. I'm sure they might be arena transitions. That's a fantastic face, Frieza. Glad to know that you're as evil as ever. And then we have this, which has always been in a lot of like the Budokai series and stuff, which are the quick teleports and multiple hits. I wonder if that's an ender or like a special, or if that's going to be an actual thing you can do in game, like during combo. Something like Answer does, or I believe Chip does as well. And then, you know, we have, those are probably throws. There's some special moves right there, some supers probably. And then this part kind of interests me a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Is there, because there's a, I wonder if this is like a special animation, or is there going to be like clashes? Are they going to be bringing over some like little things from previous Guilty Gear like titles? I kind of hope so. It'd be pretty cool if they did. But let's continue. More super moves. This one looks, and this is why I think there's going to be destroys, is that we have this right here with we have some super cool cinematic stuff going on. This is basically what Exert is known for, is doing these really cool camera angles, and you get to see some, you can see they're using the same methods here. These lines don't look pixely at all. Well, for a 1080p video, I mean, it does look kind of pixely because of the video quality, but for the most part, this stuff looks really, really clean, really smooth. But then we get that right there. This is probably a destroy, as some of these other things are. We get Boo doing some stuff. This is Frieza's death ball that goes into that, you know, the world-ending explosion, and that's probably a destroy. And here's where we get the Marvel-ish stuff. We got assists, we got MVC assists. It feels like I'm not too much of a versus guy. I played MVC 2, I played MVC 3. I didn't play 2 very, like, much. I played it a little bit, wasn't like I grew up with it or anything. But this does look like, you know, it does look like the first MVC. It, you know, definitely has some assists. So, and this is 3v3, so it's probably, I'm assuming, going to be, I hope it's Marvel like 3-ish, where you can call them in for assists, and you can, either it's going to be switch out like Marvel, or like Marvel 3. It's probably going to be switch out like Marvel 3, or it might be like King of Fighters, where you lose one character and you get to the next round. Not sure how it's going to work out. It's probably going to be more like Marvel. But, we get some more cool animations. Boo here turns Goku into candy, and then we get the part that interested me the most, which was again, nice face, Frieza. Cool. Same with Goku. He's got a funny face. We have Golden Frieza first off. We got the cookie Goku, but we have Gold Frieza right here, and this is from the movie that came out not too long ago. And this is pretty cool, as I was hoping in my last video that they would do transformations or something. I don't think these are going to be specifically different characters. I think they're going to have the ability to either Kai charge, and they have abilities that let them transform to higher power levels. So you might have something like base Goku, and then you have to level up to Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, or just build up enough meter, or some sort of mechanic that lets you build up to powering up your character. Probably not with Cell or Buu. I think they're just going to be Perfect Form Cell and the original Majin Buu, as those are the two most popular forms of those characters as far as I'm concerned. I've rarely met people who say, oh, I love Kid Buu or Evil Buu or Super Buu the best over regular Majin Buu, or who like the first form of Cell over Perfect Cell. I think everybody likes first form, or like Perfect Form Cell, over any of the previous forms. I don't think they're going to be bringing any of his previous forms back. It's probably just going to be that one. And then, of course, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And right there was also kind of cool for me. We got to see these teleports as well. That's another popular thing that was also in Budokai, was sort of like you doing these finishers or something. It's been a while since I played, but you had like these kinds of finishers that did that. And a lot of in-game cinematics, and a lot of references to places. Actually, you can tell. Let's just end it, and just like, there's your big KO right there. You're right there, right after it, just destroy, and then Dragon Ball FighterZ. But what I like is that they did pay some attention. Actually, we got Frieza's ship in the background on here, and this is Namek, not the Gold Frieza versus Super Saiyan 3 Goku. That didn't happen. But what's kind of cool, they're fighting on the moon in this one. But we have the Cell game stage right here with the father-son Kamehameha. The stage was destroyed at this point, but it's nice to see that there's the Cell games stage. This looks like the stage where where Goku and Vegeta fought in the original, like when he came back from being dead, when he trained with King Kai. And we have, again, better look at Namek. I believe we had another stage. Where was it? Right here. We have the Budokai tournament. Yeah, the world tournament stage. And that's also another cool reference here. There's the Cell game stage. And just look at this game in slow-mo, or like freeze frames. It just looks fantastic no matter where you look at it. You can see the this has got the Revelator kind of like particle effects deal, and you can see a lot going on here. But what I like is that, unlike Revelator, when you saw the original Exerd, it looked 2D until they did the pan around and you saw it was 3D. Rev came out and it looked more 3D. You could tell that they wanted to show off that it was more 3D. Rev 2 comes out and they're just like showing you all these 3D elements. In game, so far from what I've seen, it wants to look like it's, 2D Dragon Ball. It wants to look like a Dragon Ball game, which I really like. I mean, you can kind of tell that you already know that this is 3D, so the illusion of 2D is pretty much going to be gone for most people. But it does look good. It does do a convincing job at, like, hey, this looks like Dragon Ball, like 2D Dragon Ball. It doesn't look like 3D to me, like, unless you really look at it. But yeah, it's cool. I can't wait to play it. I really want to play this game. And then we got the big finish, and the music's also fantastic. I really like. I hope that they do put Daisuke on to do the music. I don't know if it doesn't really sound like, from the trailer, it doesn't sound like something that he would write. Maybe if it was Iska, if it was Guilty Gear Iska, it could pass for that. But even then, Daisuke wasn't the main writer on that soundtrack. It was somebody else along with him. And it doesn't sound like the BlazBlue soundtrack either, or the Guilty Gear, so maybe he's trying to, maybe they got Bruce Falconer, Bruce Falconer, he made a really awesome soundtrack for Dragon Ball Z when it came over here on Toonami. So I kind of, maybe they might have brought him back for that, or Daisuke may be channeling Bruce Falconer for this soundtrack. Who knows? But game's great. It looks great. I can't wait to play it. Hopefully I'll be able to talk to the Namco guys, maybe be able to get something with this. I can't go to E3, sadly. I do work these next few days, and I can't afford really to take that off to go to E3. They did offer to have me over there. Unfortunately, my work schedule just kind of collided with it, so couldn't go. But hopefully I will get to play it some more in the future, or I will get to play it in the future. And hey, maybe I might be able to get some footage for it. I'd love to. I'd love to get some footage for it, and I'd love to play it. I want to cover it. It's a cool looking game, and it's Dragon Ball. It's got everything that I want. Art system works. It's an anime fighter, Marvel-ish anime fighter, and it's Dragon Ball. Like Dragon Ball, anime, arc system works, and it's Bandai. Like, you basically had me sold from the article and the 2 screenshots. This one's just like the icing on the cake for me. But this has probably gone on very long, and a lot longer than it should have, like the other video I did. So I'm just gonna end it. I hope you guys are just as interested in this game as I am. I definitely am. So I'm super happy to see a game like this being made. I can't wait for early 2018. I can't wait for the beta to happen near the end of summer. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video, and peace.